This morning, at 5:42 a.m., a 71-year-old man named Charles passed away in his sleep. No sirens, no drama, just silence. He was found by his daughter, who came by with warm muffins, like she did every Friday. She knocked. No answer. She let herself in. Still warm coffee in the pot. TV remote on the armrest. A crossword puzzle, halfway finished. And Charles, sitting in his recliner, eyes closed, gone. Now, I didn't know Charles personally, but I know 1,000 men like him. And maybe you do too. Quiet men. Hard-working. The kind who'd give you the last slice of pie but never talk about how they're feeling. Men who shrug off doctor visits. Who say things like, "It's nothing," or "I'm just getting old." And here's the hard part. Charles didn't die from something dramatic. He died because something small was left unchecked. Something many of us ignore every single day. That's why today's message isn't about death. It's about listening to our bodies, to our needs, and to the quiet warning signs we're taught to overlook. Because the truth is, most of us aren't afraid of aging. We're afraid of losing ourselves in the process, of becoming invisible, of not being heard. But I'm here to tell you, you are not invisible. You matter. And you still have time to take care of yourself in ways that honor your life, your story, and the years ahead. So let's sit together, like old friends. And let's talk about what Charles might have taught us, if only he had the chance. Here's the biggest lie we've been told about getting older. That pain, confusion, tiredness, they're all just part of the deal. Like somehow, once you hit 65, it's normal to feel off all the time. We hear it constantly. That's just what happens when you get old. It's probably arthritis. It's just your age catching up. But those words can be dangerous, because they make us ignore things we should be paying attention to. We tell ourselves, "I guess it's okay that I get dizzy sometimes. Sure, I'm forgetting things. Who doesn't? I've lost my appetite, but I'm just not as hungry these days." And slowly, quietly, things get worse. Not overnight. Not dramatically. Just a slow, quiet unraveling. The truth is, aging does change the body, yes. But it doesn't mean we're supposed to suffer through every symptom like it's some rite of passage. Charles had been feeling more tired lately. He was a little off balance. Had a couple of near falls, but caught himself. He said he was fine. Just tired. Just getting older. But his body wasn't fine. It was waving a red flag. One he never stopped long enough to really look at. So many of us do this. Not out of neglect, but out of love. We don't want to worry our kids. We don't want to make a fuss. We think we're being strong. But true strength, it's not pretending you're okay. It's choosing to care for yourself like you've always cared for others. It's saying, "Hey, something's not right. And I deserve to feel better." We have to stop believing that feeling worse is just the price of aging. Because it's not. It's a sign, a gentle nudge, asking you to pay attention. And I promise you, the earlier you listen, the more life you can live. Let's talk about what was really happening in Charles's body, and in so many of ours. See, as we age, things don't always break suddenly. Instead, they slow down, shift. Our hearts don't pump as strongly. Our kidneys don't filter as efficiently. Our sense of thirst becomes dull, like a radio turned down too low. And our nerves, they don't always send signals with the same speed or clarity. So when Charles started feeling tired in the afternoons, when he stood up and felt lightheaded, when food didn't taste as good anymore, it wasn't just old age. It was dehydration, subtle, ongoing, and ignored. When the body lacks enough water, the blood thickens. The heart has to work harder to push it through the veins. Blood pressure becomes unstable. The brain doesn't get the oxygen it needs. Your thoughts slow down. Your balance wobbles. Your muscles cramp. Your heart strains. Charles's heart had been doing too much, too quietly, for too long. And it's not just hydration. The same goes for low vitamin B12 levels, which can mimic dementia, urinary tract infections, which can trigger confusion in older adults, sleep apnea, which can cause daytime exhaustion and heart problems, undiagnosed diabetes or high blood pressure. None of these conditions are just aging. They're treatable, manageable, preventable, but only if we stop brushing them off. Now, let's talk about what happens when we don't listen to these signs. When we tell ourselves, it'll pass, or I don't want to be a bother. Because that's what Charles did. Each little symptom, the fatigue, the fogginess, the lack of appetite, was like a puzzle piece. But he kept putting the pieces in a drawer, hoping they'd sort themselves out. Here's the hard truth. Ignoring these small signs is like ignoring a smoke alarm that only beeps once an hour. You barely notice it until the fire's already started. When the body doesn't get what it needs, enough water, enough nutrients, enough rest, it begins to compensate. Quietly, the heart beats harder, the brain pulls back energy, the muscles weaken, and you might not even feel it, until one day your legs give out, or your memory fades faster than expected, or your heart just stops. That's what happened to Charles. A lifetime of caring for others, but not quite enough for himself. And it caught up with him. Gently, but permanently. That's why we talk about this. Not to scare you, but to remind you that small things matter. Your body isn't betraying you. It's trying to talk to you. And today, you can choose to start listening. So now you might be thinking, all right, I hear you, but what can I actually do? The answer isn't complicated. You don't need fancy tools. You don't need to spend money. You don't even need to leave your home. You just need a few small, loving habits, done with intention. Here are 5 powerful steps to start caring for your health gently, but consistently. Step 1. Start with water. Place a glass of water by your bedside every night. The moment you wake up, take slow sips, not gulps. Then refill it, and keep it nearby throughout the day. Add a slice of lemon, mint, or cucumber if it feels more inviting. You don't need to drink a gallon. You just need to stay steady. Your body will thank you with clearer thoughts, better balance, and calmer digestion. Step 2. The 5-minute morning check-in. Every morning, before the day runs away from you, sit down and ask yourself, did I sleep okay? Do I feel unusually tired? Is anything aching, tingling, or swollen? Have I been eating normally? Have I felt dizzy or unsteady? Write it down in a little notebook. Over time, this simple ritual becomes a mirror, showing you when something might be off. Charles didn't have that mirror. But you do now. Step 3. Gentle movement, even from a chair. You don't have to run laps or lift heavy weights. Try this. Roll your shoulders in slow circles. Tap your feet lightly for 1 minute. Stretch your arms up and hold for 5 deep breaths. Movement keeps blood flowing. It supports your heart. It helps your body feel alive. Start with 5 minutes. You can build from there. Step 4. Balance check. Just 10 seconds. Stand near a counter or chair. Hold on lightly. Lift 1 foot off the ground. Count to 10. Then switch. If it feels shaky, that's not failure. It's feedback. Your body is asking for strength. Try doing seated leg lifts, or standing up and sitting down from a chair without using your hands. These build stability over time and reduce your risk of falling. Step 5. Stay connected. Health is not a solo project. Once a week, check in with someone you trust. It can be your doctor, a friend, a child, a sibling. Say, hey, this is how I've been feeling lately. Don't wait for pain or panic. Make it a regular part of your life. Connection isn't just good for your heart. It protects it. If you're already doing those 5 things, or want to go a little deeper, here are a few extra tips that can gently improve your day-to-day health. Keep a simple health notebook. Track how you feel, what you eat, how well you sleep. You don't need full sentences. Just notes like, didn't sleep well, felt dizzy before breakfast, leg cramps at night. This small habit turns you into your own health detective, catching things before they snowball. Check the color of your urine. A quick glance can say a lot. Pale yellow, great. Dark yellow or amber, time for water. Cloudy or strong smelling, call your doctor. It may feel strange at first, but it's one of the simplest, clearest signs your body gives you. Socks leaving deep imprints? That might mean your body is holding on to too much fluid. Check your ankles, your fingers, your face. These signs could point to heart or kidney stress, and deserve attention, not dismissal. Make meals colorful, even if they're small. Try to include something fresh and colorful with every meal. A handful of blueberries, a slice of tomato, a piece of orange. Your plate doesn't need to be big, just balanced. Eating well doesn't have to be complicated. It just has to be intentional. Your body isn't broken. It's asking for love. These little signals, these changes, they aren't signs of weakness. They're signs of life. And they're asking you for just a little more attention, a little more care. You can give that. You deserve to give that. And it starts with one gentle step today. Let me tell you something that often gets overlooked in all the talk about health and aging. Caring for your body isn't just about staying alive longer. It's about staying connected to yourself. When you choose to drink water regularly, when you do your 5-minute check-in, when you stretch your arms even when no one's watching, you're doing something far more powerful than you realize. You're telling yourself, I still matter. You're reclaiming confidence. That quiet kind that says, I know myself. You walk into a room and you're not unsure. You feel grounded, balanced, present. You're reclaiming control. Instead of waiting for something to go wrong, you're stepping ahead of it. You're tuning in, responding, adjusting. You're reclaiming dignity, because you're not letting age define how much care you deserve. You're saying, I'm still worthy of love, especially from myself. And you are. Charles didn't do anything wrong. He just didn't know how much his body was depending on him to pay attention. But you do. You're showing up for yourself in small, beautiful ways, and that changes everything. Because real strength at this age isn't loud. It's quiet, gentle, deliberate, and deeply human. There's one more reason these small choices matter, and it's something we rarely think about. When you care for yourself this way, you're not just healing your body. You're teaching everyone around you how to age with grace, with courage, and with pride. Your children, your grandchildren, your neighbors, they're watching you. Even if they don't say it, they watch how you handle your doctor visits. They notice when you take your walk around the block. They remember how you speak kindly to yourself, or how you ask for help when you need it. That's not weakness. That's wisdom. You're showing them that aging isn't about giving up. It's about growing into yourself more fully than ever before. You're teaching them that you don't stop caring for your body just because it's older. In fact, you lean in more. You're modeling resilience. You're modeling self-respect. You're modeling what it means to keep showing up, day by day, sip by sip, stretch by stretch. Charles didn't have the chance to leave that lesson behind. But you do. And that kind of wisdom, that legacy of quiet care, it might just be the most powerful thing you'll ever pass on. So today, we remember Charles. Not because he was famous, not because of what he left behind in the bank or on paper, but because he reminds us of something we all need to hear. That our lives, even in the quiet moments, even in our 70s or 80s or beyond, still matter. That listening to your body isn't weakness. It's wisdom. That caring for yourself isn't selfish. It's sacred. And most importantly, that it's never too late to begin. You don't have to do everything today. But you can do something. Maybe it's sipping that water by your chair. Maybe it's checking in with your body before you start the day. Maybe it's calling someone you love and saying, I've been feeling a little off lately. Whatever that step is, take it. Because life isn't over. It's still here. And you still have time to feel better, to to feel stronger, to feel proud of how you care for yourself. And remember, you're not alone in this. This community, this space we've built together, it's full of people just like you, learning, growing, supporting each other, one gentle choice at a time. I'd love to hear from you. What's one small thing you're going to do for your health today? Just for you. Let's fill the comments with simple acts of care and encouragement. If this message meant something to you, please tap that like button. It helps more seniors find this space. Subscribe if you'd like more videos that speak to your life, your strength, and your journey. And don't forget to share this with someone you care about. You never know whose life it might gently change. Until next time, remember this. You are still here. You are still learning. You are still worthy of love and care. And you are never, ever alone.